and then also I'll do the backup recording in case. We have so many recording windows because of the fact this has been fucked up so many times before in so many different platforms.
And will be again. We have to just accept that.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be fucked up no matter what we do. And then I'm the one that has to fix it. I'm the one that has to edit it.
Oh wow, I could hear anger behind that.
It does suck. I don't know. Like it's unpleasant.
What do you want me? Do you want me to do it?
No.
It'll come out in 8 months. Yeah, it'll come out in 8 months then.
Hi. It's been 7 months. It's been
are we
a
just
year.
Hi? Are we weren't doing a countdown or a clap or any other form of like audio regulation?
Let's do a clap.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Ready?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What shall we go on 3?
Yeah, on 3. 1,
okay.
2,
1,
3.
2, 3. Okay.
That'll be
That's
close
probably
enough.
fine. We can do it again if you want.
I think we'll be fine. Can you I don't know, like should we like harmonize with the tune?
2 inches forward, 3 inches
3
back.
inches back. I've got an angry inch.
I've got an angry inch.
Welcome. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Today, these 2 fruitcakes are gonna talk about Hedwig or something. Ah, Christ.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to
Hi, everybody. It's been
first episode
the world has gotten much worse since the last time I think we did this bit
Is that
before.
just your new your new intro now? That's like if we ever need an intro for anything, it's the world has gotten worse.
It keeps happening. It keeps getting worse, Coffee.
What was a more problematic time, where we are now or the fall of the Berlin Wall? Because I would say now is worse.
I would say now, yeah. I would say now as well, considering the fact that like being the American that I am, it's not looking great over here right now.
In a way, our movie today is kind of a story about me and Dem. Two nations crossed apart because you're American and I am European. So it is a movie about the difference between growing up in different versions of hell. But you end up back in the same place, unfortunately. No matter what you do, you end up back in the same place. And that's what today's movie is. We're going to be talking about Hedwig and the Angry Itch. Or Inch. Is it Inch or Itch?
It's Hedwig and the Angry Itch.
Inch, yeah. One of, I would argue, I don't think anyone would disagree with me, the most important queer films ever made.
I think so. I've been like saying on my end. So me and Coffee we haven't been recording in a fucking long time. We just haven't had time to sit down to do like a 2-hour episode on stuff. And honestly, it's been kind of fun to play like video games.
Yeah, we've done loads of video game stuff. Like we've been playing with toys for a lot of this
toys
year.
Is great. Toys is fun. Toys is low key. But Hedwig was a movie I wanted to watch for a while, that I kept kind of being like, one of these days we really should just make an episode about Hedwig. Because it's a film that I love. I like truly love Hedwig. It's like one of my favorite films of all times ever since I saw it. Like ever since I first watched it, it's just been a film that has like stuck with me so deeply for whatever reason. And I do think I think it is because it is like, again, one of the most important and well-made queer movies that exists ever.
Yeah, I would say like
a fucking amazing film. 10 out of 10. Maybe the best musical that exists.
There's no point in being like, I don't know why I like this movie and like why it touched you, because like it touched a lot of people. Like it's a very viscerally important film to a lot of queer people, and it still is. Like I sent you earlier on, before this recording. Sent them a clip of when Hedwig was performed on the hit show Riverdale.
Was it
that
really?
Just shows you, it surely was, my bud. I sent you that earlier, and I guess you just completely didn't watch it. So that's cool. Dem's, as always, a great friend.
You sent me in at 5:30 a.m. in the morning on my time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you could have just, when you woke up and you opened your sleepy little eyes, you could have been like, "Oh, that's the message from my good friend."
I could have been like,
"Yeah,
I gotta watch. Hang on, no, I gotta watch this Riverdale clip real quick. Hang on."
Yeah, well, okay.
What's up, Riverdale? Are you trying to tear me down?
That's not.
Well, sorry. I'm the new Berlin Wall, baby. Now get your asses to the music room.
Don't you know me, Kansas City? I'm the new Berlin Wall. Try and tear me down.
Anywho, other than Dem being a bad friend,
rolled over in my bed with my beloved girlfriend and be like, "Hang on, babe.
Hang on.
Riverdale calls."
I need to watch this Riverdale section about Hedwig and the Angry Edge.
Yeah, it's so important that I watch this Riverdale section
at 5 a.m.
At 5 a.m. Right now.
This movie is a 2001 rock American comedy. It is
like a rock opera. Yeah.
In terms of its 2001-ness, when do you think it came out?
If you know what I mean. Was like right.
If you catch my drift, then.
Well, so I know in stage play show it was out for a while before, but in terms of the film, I think it was like right before 9/11, wasn't it?
It was. The film's release
at
Sundance
weird too. It was like something like September, so it might have been like even the same.
No, it's July. It's July. Okay. Don't worry. At Sundance, it was January, and then General America.
That's only like
July.
A month off. It's like still really close to 9/11.
Well, we didn't know.
We
didn't know the world.
The 9/11 scale for you all. The 9/11 timeline of all the films that I'm definitely going to create and put on screen right now. You can track all of the films in their relation to 9/11.
He doesn't even remember. Could you tell me all the movies? Could you tell me all the movies we've like reviewed?
Glitter,
could you genuinely like
Josie
Glitter?
And the Pussycats is one.
Yes. And I'm not counting
Wet Hot
like
American
roundups.
Summer for some fucking reason.
We did.
And then we did But I'm a Cheerleader.
We did. I think that's it, isn't it? No, there's one more.
No, we did American Psycho 2 as well.
Oh, no, there's two more then.
And then I can't remember anything else before that.
That's insane. We had our longest episode you can't remember. That's so funny. He's so trauma-cored from the watch of Wicked that it's
Wicked.
Actually... It's been removed from his brain. That's fascinating.
It's been like, after that episode was recorded, you know those like Men in Black kind of like flashbang things they do to wipe your memory. I did one of those. I suppose I did it to myself.
It's probably much easier in Dem's straight core world to not exist. You don't see the girls. You don't see the girls every day on your TikTok. Like I'm still getting fucking holding space.
Instead I see
memes.
people drawing like fan art OCs of the two of them.
That's the same thing, I guess.
It's entered a new weirder phase where people
are you on
like
DeviantArt?
drawing like Yuri of the two of them.
Were you ever on DeviantArt, Dem?
I've been to DeviantArt. I don't like regularly go and like. What do you mean by? Are you on? I've walked I've gone to DeviantArt as if it's like a library, but like I'm not like idly fucking scrolling around DeviantArt.
Do you have a library card though?
I don't have a Deviant account. No.
Okay. Well, that means you don't get to see all the good stuff.
I actually probably do. I couldn't be fucked to know what the login for that is.
Do you have a Fur Affinity account?
Absolutely.
Do you want to share it with the class?
No, I know. I also don't remember the login for that.
Yeah, same. My Fur Affinity account is lost for the ages.
Yeah, like I don't.
I'm sure people could probably find it.
I haven't used these things in so long.
No, I was like a teenager. There's no way to go back.
I've got no needs for that anymore. There's other options. The sea is wide. The sea is vast.
We've grown up. We no longer need Fur Affinity and Chitango. Much like the characters in Hedwig and the Angry Itch also grow up
through
their experiences that affect them. This is a 2001. Yeah, let's get back to the movie.
Yeah, you're fucking. That was a nice segue there. That was an excellent segue. You're really learning from the best.
Yeah, 2001 American comedy, written and directed by John Cameron Mitchell, the man who basically was like he wrote and created the Hedwig character.
He did a bunch of other stuff that I still want to watch.
He did
like Short Bus and stuff.
I can't give you an orgasm.
He's randomly like he's some character in something recently. I can't remember what it was. He plays Joe Exotic in the Peacock TV series. So he plays like Tiger King. That makes sense for him though. When you actually think about him as like visually, you're like, that kind of does look like him a little bit. It's great casting.
But yeah, he did that. And then.
But he's known for Hedwig. Maybe.
Hedwig, Short Bus, and then I think Rabbit Hole was the other film that I've heard that it might be worth watching.
Short Bus is great. Everyone should see Short Bus.
I'm pre-orgasmic.
Does that mean you're about to have one?
I've never seen it actually. I've never.
Oh, it's great. So it's so horny.
I've never seen any other piece of his work, which is very funny because I love Hedwig so much. It's something that
it's just a
to do.
Horny romp. We could definitely do it.
Yeah.
As I don't know. We could probably not do it as a full episode, but I think it would do like a good like double feature. I think
it'd be one of those that I'm really interested in taking a look at because, given the fact he's
movie.
like the main director, he's like the main director of the stage play too, right?
Yeah. He basically was the person in charge. A few other people were responsible for the stage play. Stephen Trask, I believe is the name. I think they were one of the composers and musicians.
Stephen Trask is the main musician and the main which is Stephen Trask. Unfortunately, like I haven't seen any other super like interesting soundtracks from, which sucks because Hedwig has again like the best soundtrack I've ever heard in like a music.
Yeah. Texted Dem earlier. I was like, can't wait to talk about maybe one of the most important like best musical scores for any movie ever. And it also doesn't really even feel like a musical in how it uses its music.
I'd say it feels.
We'll get into it. It's very specific with how it approaches music. It's almost diegetic, but isn't. It's very cool.
I really like how it does music stuff. In fact, I think it has the best use of being a musical that I've seen since and this will be particularly fucked up, but not since Wicked. Fuck off,
since
Wicked.
Since
no. Since one of my favorite films. God, why did I just immediately blank on its fucking the one with Bjork?
Favorite film.
Dancer in the Dark.
Dancer in the Dark. Yeah.
Dancer in the Dark also very diegetically uses music, and music is such like a core aspect and element of its story. That
very different
it's
films.
Intertwined. No, they're incredibly different films, but the music in them is
I see your point.
Incredibly important to like the tone and everything. They both work it in so naturally, in a way that matters. I think Hedwig does it the best because I think its like core song it does such a fucking awesome trick with it that I love. Which I'm sure we'll get into as we kind of like broadly talk about it. But I'm just gonna give the warning up front, and this is something we should probably do with all of these films. But if you haven't watched Hedwig, I fucking watch Hedwig. It's one of the best films that's ever been made, ever. You will not regret watching Hedwig. I promise.
Well,
you. It's excellent.
Okay. While Dem says that, I would also put a caveat of like I was gonna probably say this. Also, a bit of a disclaimer. Hedwig was a film that was made in the 1990s and released in the 2000s, so it has very different approaches to things like age and consent. So there are things in this script that are a little, okay, that's interesting. It's kind of what the movie's about in a lot of ways.
I'm gonna take a dark woke stance and say I think it's actually really good that those things are in there.
I'm not saying these things are inherently bad. Like they're like it's a film about queer culture and the problems that are in it. I just want people to know that like Hedwig does deal with some pretty intense issues, and it deals with them very lightly and very cartoonily. But it is a film that like, so it's not a film that I would really say is as easy to watch as like American Psycho 2 because that's cock penis content.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is Hedwig is a
cock movie.
Hedwig's a hard, interesting queer film, and it's one of the best to do it. And it's punk rock in all of its sensibilities in terms of what it wants to talk about and what it is.
I think it's so beautifully
incredible.
about self-identity that it's worth it. It's worth it, and it it being about self-identity and those like it having a lot of those topics is very equivalent to again like being a young queer. I really like. I wish more movies were willing to acknowledge the kind of like kind of just weird shit that you get up to when you're like a young queer kid trying to figure out your place in the world. Fucking hooking up with men twice your age in parking lots and stuff when you're like 16.
Yeah. It's a movie about the process of
you don't fucking
yourself.
know.
It's a rough watch in that because like I get it, that's not for everyone, and like not everyone's experienced that lifestyle. But like as two f-slurs, we've both done things that we probably shouldn't have at certain ages.
No,
but,
I mean that's just part of it. It's part of self-identity, and again, I do appreciate the disclaimer. I also wish we existed in a world where like people doing that stuff wasn't immediately seen as like an offense where they should be like put up against the wall and shot.
It's great though, Dem, is what I'm saying. Like,
it's not great, but like people should be allowed to make mistakes without having their fucking back put up against the wall. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. I mean, listen, we can agree to disagree on what the core messages mean, and like, because it's not a film that necessarily wants very much out of you in terms of these themes, because they treat them so lightly and so frivolously. Like, it is a rock opera at the end of the day. Like, it's a stupid big celebration of being alive. It's peppered with a lot of like problems.
It has, I think, a core message of that it comes away with that I feel like is still more like hard on its sleeve than a lot of other films or things, even today.
Like Wicked?
Like Wicked.
Like Wicked?
Which is a 4-hour film about nothing.
I feel bad. This episode's gonna be like so old man coded.
Oh yeah, we're old men. We're 72 between the two of us.
You are so much younger than me. You have no idea how bad it's gonna get. You have no idea. Wait until IBS gets you. It really
it's already got me, Coffee. It's already got me.
Damn, it's gonna get so much worse. You have no idea. You have no idea. Wait until your stomach starts gurgling every 5 minutes. It's great.
I'm already on the chopping block. Sometimes I'll have days where I simply am just dying every 2 minutes. It's
because you chug a gallon of milk every day.
I don't anymore. I don't anymore. I used to.
Anymore? The damage has been done.
I've like irreparably fucked myself up in that regard. Between that and the monster.
Oh god.
Get it all in there.
So Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
That's right. Yeah, we should probably. It's been a while since we've actually done one of these, so we might have some weird formatting shit. But frankly, this is our show, so fuck off.
What is your introduction to this film? How did you hear about it?
I was shown it by one of my exes, actually. We sat down and we watched it together because I think I had previously like made her watch Chicago, and she made me watch Hedwig, and this was like 3 or so years ago, and I just like grew attached to it instantly. It's such like a it's such a movie that hit for me exactly when I needed it to. That I just like attached to it to the point of like going and getting the Blu-ray pretty soon after, and now I've watched it like several times. I watch Hedwig almost like once every few months at this point.
So you would have been, what's that, 3 years ago? What age would you have been? Like 21?
Like 23 or so.
What age are you? No, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're 26. So 23, 24.
A lot of people are just like, he's how old? I thought he was 70.
I mean, I'm older than you. I'm 28. I'm nearly 29.
Oh wow, you got 2 years on me. Fucking grandpa over here.
It's my birthday next month.
Oh,
so you all better say
happy early birthday. Yeah, some happy birthdays in chat.
August 5th, if anyone wants to like send me a package
of money.
Yeah, to
like
that
a
address
like a
that
brick
I
of money.
I would love to
You can also
like
take a bunch of Weetabix and put it into an envelope. Send that to Coffee.
Don't have to talk about Weetabix in the channel. Don't have to bring the mood down. Although Weetabix are very like Berlin Wall coded.
That's true. Yeah, I'd also want to
they're very like
Berlin
food associated. Which like Hedwig is so great in its location because it is a film that is, while a musical, its best a musical sense in my opinion is its sets. Because like,
it has incredible set design. It's like insane. It's set design.
You just don't see sets like it anymore. The reason why I watched it was would have been like 18 or 17. It was for my dissertation in college, so I probably would have been like 20 actually. It was for a chapter on drag, and I was like trying to think of like important queer drag films. And I like hit all the classics, and my best friend Al was like, "Oh, you should probably watch Hedwig." I was like, "I've never heard of that. What's that?" So I hit that. I had it pretty much for the chapter, and I was like, "Oh, I have to redo the entire chapter because of this thing." I was like, "This is like the core message clearly." Because it's a movie about a lot of things, politically, gender-wise, artistic license-wise. It's
broadly
it's
about,
got a lot
like,
to say,
like artistry and self-identity.
Yeah.
Ironically,
that chapter
for self-expression.
Ironically, that chapter ended up being completely cut from the dissertation, so there is actually no drag thesis part in my dissertation, which is a shame.
What the fuck?
Well, it just for time. It was,
How could you?
Well, it's just
how could
the process of doing it. The process of doing a dissertation is you go into a room with a lecturer every week, and they go, "Have you written anything?" And you say, "No." Obviously not. I have 8 essays to write. And then they go, "Well, you have to also be writing a big essay as well. So do that." And then you do that, and then you come in the next week, and then you might have written something, and then they say it's bad, and then throw it out. And then you just do that over and over again until you like have a panic attack, and then like start anxiety medication.
Yeah, that's right. That sounds about right. And that's why kids. That's why I didn't go to college.
Don't go to college, folks.
I didn't go to college, and I'm better off for it. You know, I'm a well-adjusted person. So.
But listen, if I didn't go to college, maybe I never would have seen Hedwig.
Well, you wouldn't have seen Hedwig until right now, and then you would have been like, "Wow, what a great recommendation, Dem."
So true.
I've gotten like a few friends like turned on to it because I've just recommended it. Again, I think it has cemented myself as like my favorite musical, just because it's so it has so much going on that's like a broader interest to, I guess, me in particular. I'll say it like this. I think, of
course, the music is for old men. Like, it's old man rock music.
The
like,
music
it's great
also being old man rock
music
is
but
nice.
it's for them.
But I also think like the again, there's a lot of stuff it does that I think it's like just particularly interesting with its music, which is the big draw to me. But I guess I don't know. Are we doing like a play-by-play of this bad boy?
Well, I think like starting with sets is a good idea because like the movie basically follows Hedwig, who the titular kind of drag icon character.
Yes.
Kind of similar to like a RuPaul in that their drag is
RuPaul
like literal,
fucking wishes she was Hedwig.
No,
Are you
know
kidding
what I mean?
me?
Have you ever smoked weed before?
Like, damn, shut up. You're such an old man, I swear to God. In many like pieces of drag that are iconic, they don't necessarily exist as like literally being a person in drag. They're also like an icon. So like RuPaul visibly is like, oh, okay, there's RuPaul the freak who like fracks, and then there's like the supermodel of the world, RuPaul, who like everyone loves. So it's like
it's the
this
image.
Movie is about the image, and it's not and it's about how the image is good and bad, and how it can like fuck people up and also like make them important. And it does that through music, of course.
I think the so
basically follows. How do we like do the setup?
Well, so the general
Go ahead.
plot progression of Hedwig is that it is the story of, and I guess this is the point where if you've not watched this, a lot of this is going to start to get very confusing. And if you have watched this, great. This is just kind of a recap for you if it's been a while.
So Germany.
Hedwig's Hedwig's whole like plot and how it's told is basically a series of Hedwig talking to audiences at different shows. She is a like C-tier celebrity. Not even C-tier, like D-tier.
lower than that.
Yeah, like low as fuck tier celebrity that is like being,
below the housewives. Like below the housewives bad. Like
touring around with her kind of shitty band. Vaguely close to another more popular celebrity who stole one of her songs, basically. And the entire film is her doing these shows and kind of like also talking to the audience to explain like, you know, like little parts of her life, essentially. So you're getting like this the film itself feels very much
kind of a folklore tale in a way.
Yeah, it's
kind
of
it's
paced indefinitely.
It's kind of a narrative about her life and the process. It's kind of like a minstrel tale in a way.
Yeah, because it all leads into like certain things, and then the songs lead into the conversations, and it all feels very natural. It really does just feel like a conversation that's being had throughout the entire film, like pretty consistently. I think Hedwig is genuinely one of the best paced films I've ever seen because of this. It's like so well tuned and put together.
It genuinely feels like watching a really bizarre gig that you're just there and like you're eating your hot dog or whatever, and you're like, oh, this is a nice bar, and then you turn around and then there's just the most like bizarre like story that's happening in front of you of while you're
eating in your shitty like fucking Red Lobster restaurant, which is the only place Hedwig has to perform, is like these shitty fucking Red Lobster restaurants. It's like a terrible dog shit fucking mall seafood restaurant chain. She's like,
it's great. She's like she's like hanging out at like Margaritaville.
Basically,
like,
it's it's like
some old couple. Some old couples enjoying their like night out, their Friday night out, and it's like it cuts over, and just like the cuntiest drag queen you've ever seen in your life is standing there saying cunt on stage, and it's just like, okay, telling this is fun,
like the horrors of life, telling you about the Berlin Wall and shit.
Minute one to this movie, you know, Hedwig is a diva and an icon because she gets out of a jacket and then in a giant fur coat, and then drops the coat immediately when people are taking photos of her, and then drops the coat to the ground and then walks into the room. It's without missing a beat. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
the intro to this movie is just like that's the intro. It's just her walking out of a car, dropping a jacket and leaving. It's so funny.
She's played in such like a way that I think is like genuinely entrancing as well. Like a lot of her asides are genuinely like so entertaining.
Oh,
it's much like seeing a drag queen on stage. That's just like the way she so naturally like grabs people's attention is like genuinely. It's so. I mean, it's part of why this film works. Is you're just enraptured with her as a character.
So many like tiny lines from this movie that I still just utter to this day. Like, I will be in work and we'll just say like, ladies and gentlemen, do you like the pelt? Like, like, and it's just tiny. Like, there's this one bit where she's like, he's telling this long story and she just goes, some bitch. It's just, I'll say that every now and again.
Do you like the pelt? I want you to be honest, because some bitch stopped me on the way in. What poor unfortunate creature had to die for you to wear that? My Aunt Trudy, I replied, just walked away. Walked away, ladies and gentlemen.
There's the bit where she goes, we have been talking to Phil Collins's people.
Yeah.
But, you know, then again, aren't we all?
That song was by Mr. Kurt Cobain. Now that kid's got a future, huh?
I love her so much. It just everything she says is like
iconic. She's
so
an icon.
So confusing. Like there's so many line deliveries that are from a weaker actor would have been really annoying and bad. But John Cameron Mitchell is basically like so fucking funny in this movie. No one else could be in this movie.
No,
you'd be paying attention.
I think it's so
and everyone
hard
else is great. Everyone else is
the
really
character
good.
of Hedwig, because Hedwig is like such a specific like crash out 30-year-old character. That's like
why.
That's just
why do they sound like they're from New Zealand? I've never the voice makes no sense. I love Hedwig's voice, but it is 8 accents in one because it is a American man doing a German accent through the lens of like post-America Germany.
I think
wall.
it makes
so it's
a lot of sense.
It's almost British. It's so funny. It's incredible.
It kind of makes some sense in character because there's a point where Hedwig talks about how she would like listen to the radio for people like David Bowie and stuff.
Oh yeah. 100%.
So I assume my assumption has always been she probably picked that up from like listening to those people. So
but
like
it's amazing.
her version of the accent is like entirely based on like just hearing shit on the radio and emulating it.
You really can't like recreate how John sounds in this movie. It's so impressive.
No,
and like voice-wise as well. My God,
like even just playing this character is so tough because it's such like you have to like manage such a manic energy. While also being like,
but also being so tired,
and like so entertaining.
Like, yeah.
There's not not a ton of energy behind Hedwig, but there's a lot of like. Well, she's such a diva.
There is when it's like when we get there. Like, there's points in like a lot of the songs where like she really goes for it, but like general day-to-day talking is pretty like cutting and dry and very very quick. She's incredible and iconic and hilarious. And her journey to get to America to this point, so she is German. Her name is Hedwig by legal right. It's not just a stage name. She exists in America because she's, as Dem said, is like kind of following after the tale of an American producer and songwriter who stole one of her biggest songs.
Yes, when
how she got there.
It's like the most fucked up tragic backstory ever. It's so fucked.
Like, Full Metal Alchemist ass was living in pre-wall Germany in Berlin, and then spent every night eating tomatoes.
Eating tomatoes while laying in the oven. She
laying in an oven,
laying in like a fucking oven because it was the only place to play.
To play music because her mother hated music. Born as the opposite gender that they wanted to be, where they undergo confusing surgery. Under confusing processes.
We'll get into that a little later. I think that is more complicated.
It is more complicated.
It is much more complicated.
The concept of gender in this movie is not are they trans ? It's more the process is kind of for everyone.
Yes, exactly. I think Hedwig is very interesting to me as a character because it's very easy to think of Hedwig as a trans icon, and to some degree that's kind of
they
what they are
realistically.
Right? But like
that is the trail that is
this
blazed
movie is also like very much about Hedwig's personal journey with gender because ostensibly like Coffee said Hedwig is forced to basically this American GI comes around and wants to fucking marry Hedwig, who's like a kid at this point. So
in the most uncomfortable and worst song in the movie.
Oh, it's like horrific.
Sugar Daddy, which it's
so
Sugar Daddy is the
uncomfortably
most
about
vile song.
Being, like,
it
sexually assaulted by a GI, yeah.
It's everything about it. It's kind of iconic in how it's presented. Like, it's so like high fashion.
Good.
It's like the most high fashion molestation you've ever seen in your life.
It's incredibly so.
He tempts like this really like horrifically horny and racist depiction of a very large black man. Tempts child question mark teenager question mark
like 16 or so or whatever. It's like pretty
yeah
young.
Let's hopefully say at least 16. I definitely
it's like
hope.
14 to 16. It's questionable. Again, a lot of the ages and stuff are questionable, but like
yeah, because they're being played by 30-year-olds.
They're being played by 30. Well, also just within its story, like again, the sexuality is complicated and stuff like that, and also like you know, older men taking advantage of young people is guess what?
Also,
prevalent.
It is also from 2001.
Yes.
So a lot of what happens during the sugar daddy section is it's uncomfortable, but it's also lame. Like, it's the worst song in the movie. It's just kind of a hard part to get through.
I like it. I think it's funny as fuck to do the like Hedwig sunbathing on like rubble. And then there's like a big McDonald's sign in the background that's on the other side of the wall. And
she's tempted. She's tempted with a roll of Necco wafers.
Yeah,
it's all
Necco wafers,
so
which are like the worst candy ever. They're so fucking bad.
The single
They're like
worst
garbage
American
dust.
candy. They're Tums, but they don't even do anything.
They're fucking awful. Yeah, they just taste like chalk.
So Hedwig is tempted by this GI captain to be brought over to America, which is essentially her dream. She wants to go become like a singer in America.
It's also to
escape hell,
yeah,
which is Germany, in the Berlin Wall. Like, of course, that's hell.
I mean, Germany's still hell, but you know.
Okay. All right, let's rein it in. Rein it in a little. Rein it a little there. You guys are gonna have your own wall real soon, so you can't really say much.
You're right. I love you, Germany. I love Spätzle. I'm big into Spätzle. I also like. I mean, Schnitzel's also good, and there's nothing quite like eating some nice German sausages with some mustard.
I've actually never been to Germany.
I've never been to Germany because I don't have a fucking passport, but I should really fix that. You can just like drive over there or whatever.
No.
Across the sea.
No, we'd have to get. Well, actually, I would be. No, actually, that. Damn, you actually are correct. I would be able to get the channel to France and then drive through France to Germany. So yeah, you are correct.
Awesome. Good. Yeah, just drive over there sometime.
The channel is a underground tunnel that you can take. Oh no, I can't. No, because I'm in Ireland. I'd have to be in England. So no, I would have to fly or get a boat.
Okay, so you'd have to like first fly and then you can drive.
No, what if I get a car and get it on a boat to England and then get the car to the tunnel? Yeah, I'd be able to do it.
Well, you can go report on the scene. It'll be what, like an 8-hour drive?
I can't drive.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Well. Anyway, Hedwig and the Angry Inch. So they do a lot of traveling. They do end up in America, but before they do, Hedwig has to undergo a sex change operation. And it's during the process of it, it goes wrong.
It goes wrong. It's also very important to note again for Hedwig's character, a big core thing with the point of that is that it's forced on Hedwig. It isn't like an option Hedwig is given. It's a forced option because Hedwig's mom is like, I can't take care of you anymore. So this is the best solution I have.
Yeah, I mean it isn't filmed in a way where, yes, it is definitely against their own will, but the narrative doesn't necessarily, I don't know, they don't go against being a woman in what they perceive as it is.
No, not at all.
It's more like
Hedwig embraces it.
At the time, Hedwig as a teenager maybe thought it was the correct thing to do, and maybe it was, and the life they ended up is the best version they could have. But like,
yes. And
I think both can be true. I think Hedwig maybe in the moment wanted it and also didn't. You know what I mean?
I think that's what makes this film interesting, is because a large part of it is about identity on Hedwig's part, of like figuring out. Like, I think this show does a really good depiction of Hedwig trying to figure themselves out, while also embracing this culture and stuff, because it's a part of Hedwig's culture still. It's not something. It's not like a part that Hedwig hates or anything. It's just something that like she's trying to figure out where she belongs in this culture and trying to figure out where she belongs in relation to the icon that she has created of herself, the vision of herself that she's created for people.
I appreciate that, like, also the movie calls into question and problem that everything has to be about her, and that, like, other people can have problems with gender and identity, and it's just as valid. But because the movie is called Hedwig, she has to be the most important one. And it's like, that's kind of... I don't know, it's very interesting as, like, a movie. It's about that in a lot of ways, and it's about how, like, that, like, icon that you've created is the problem.
It's all consuming.
And, like, that personality... Yeah, it's like, it can't be everyone else. It can't be Hedwig and the band. It's just Hedwig.
I also think it's very interesting because Hedwig is very often, and this is a thing that I think it's especially in a lot of queer media, it can be, it's walking a fine line. But Hedwig is depicted as frequently being kind of mean to her bandmates. Like, she's not a good bandmate. She's not a good person.
She's a fucking terrible one. Yeah.
She's like quite a bad person in a lot of respects. Because she's angry and lashing out, and she like this is just what has happened naturally. But that's something I really appreciate. I really appreciate that the fact, like, once Hedwig is in America and once she starts to, like, get these people around her that start to support her, she almost, like, starts to take advantage of that, because it's just the only way to make herself feel safe is to start kind of taking advantage of other people in a way, hurt people. So, like, the cycle kind of continues in a way that's interesting.
Just like RuPaul.
Except Hedwig doesn't have a multi-billion-dollar show that she uses to finance fracking.
Thing. If you walked up with more than that, oh yes, my pussy is on fire. That's what was missing.
But as queer people, we get to choose our families. That's what's most important.
That's true. That is actually true.
That is kind of what the movie's important about in a lot of ways. Like, the movie is about, like, found family structures that you create. One of the best things this movie does is, like, you already know much about the band. Like, one of the lead singers is, like, in a relationship with Hedwig. And they clearly are not in, like, a good place.
Oh, it's a terrible relationship.
No, it's a really bad relationship.
It's so bad.
And they both hate it.
It's such
it's really like it's not abusive. Like, it's not like they hit each other or anything, but it's just bad. Like, they're both
That's
miserable.
also my
and,
my favorite bit in the entirety of Hedwig is that character in every stage play. We'll get into that a little bit towards the end, but that entire character.
Do you know their name?
Yitzhak or Yetzev or whatever. Let me see here.
Is it Yetev?
Yetzak.
So they're European as well.
Yeah, they're like...
So most of the band, I believe, are European.
I think like Czechoslovakian or something.
Somewhere that Dem can't go.
Somewhere that I can't go, that's right.
Banned premises, which is called Europe.
But yeah, basically, once Hedwig arrives in America, the tragedy of Hedwig's story continues to keep happening. Hedwig's life just keeps getting worse, basically. The GI that she was with that caused her to get... So first off, the moment she goes to America, like, I think the next, like, week or something, the Berlin Wall comes down. So it was all for nothing.
Yeah.
It's, like, so tragic. So right after all that, the Berlin Wall falls down. And she could have just left. Like a normal person, unchanged.
So could have gone to the other side, embraced America. Nope.
And then immediately following that as well, the GI that brought her over also leaves. So Hedwig
he leaves her for, like, someone younger or whatever.
Someone younger, another young boy.
Oh, it's all the worst.
So Hedwig is left alone to rot in basically a trailer park, which leads into one of my all-time favorite fucking songs in this entire goddamn film, which is Wig in a Box, which I think is awesome.
Wig in a Box. Wig in a Box is one of those songs that you need before you go to the worst shift of your life.
Wig in a Box is such like
you need to go
iconic song.
Dem is someone who doesn't wear makeup, so, like, there's elements of Wig in a Box that is just about, like, just put your face on. You'll get through this.
I don't even necessarily read that as even just a makeup thing. I feel like it's also just a matter of like putting on like a personality and just forcing yourself
I'm
to
just
smile
saying,
and go to fucking work every day.
God, Dem tries to take my 1 point about makeup because he doesn't relate to it.
Okay,
See,
okay.
I understand.
Yeah, no, okay. Let's
big angry bisexual bear over here takes little faggot space.
I'm taking your lunch.
See how it is.
I'm taking your lunch and I'm pushing you down.
No, it's like you're looking for picnic baskets.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all you need.
I'm looking for your picnic basket.
So Hedwig as a movie is like full of bangers, basically. Like I can't think of like, I guess Sugar Daddy is the worst song. It's pretty bad, but like I would say almost all of them are bangers in my opinion.
Yeah, pretty much entirely. I'd say bangers. I still even like Sugar Daddy. But like
it's hard to. It's not on my playlist. You know what I mean? I'm not streaming it.
That's fair.
I'm not like.
But yeah, of those Wig in the Boxes, I'll frequently listen to that still because it's such a powerful fucking song about just picking yourself up and keep
just
going.
get it done. Just keep on keeping on. Just fucking get that blush and put it on your.
I also think
face,
it's incredibly funny that it's the
put
one that
on
has
your
a
face.
sing along where it's talking about like putting on makeup and doing drag.
Yeah, it's so cute.
It has a little sing-along section
like
where it directly asks the audience to sing along as you talk about doing drag.
It's essentially like the most popular of all of the songs you would see at a drag brunch. Like it is like the most performed drag of all, because it is a song about doing drag essentially and like performing and changing into another person for an afternoon because you fucking hate who you are, which is pretty much what the song is about.
Indeed.
Which is really hard to listen to, but they make it so fun.
Oh, it's so
like
fun and poppy.
It's such a cute little like
changes
sing
genre
along
a few times too. It's so cute. It also has it has one of my favorite outfits as well for Hedwig, which there's like a point where her trailer folds down and there's a stage there.
That
she has
so
her group of friends.
Trailer turns into a set.
And she has this outfit that's just this dress made of wigs. It's such a good outfit. It's such an iconic.
I mean, I would say there are very few bad outfits in this movie. I think Hedwig is pretty like 10 perfect, for 10. Yeah. Like her style is so good. It's ridiculous, and it still holds up.
Oh, incredibly!
That's the craziest part about Hedwig. It's so timeless.
It has such a good understanding. Like the production of this film has such a good understanding of like drag, because again, all of her outfits are perfect, amazing drag outfits that you would like see.
Oh yeah, you see the. But that's the thing. You see them at a show, like you'd know them. That's the thing about, like as you said, it's a movie that understands drag because it shows the problems with it and it shows the character that you have to turn into for it.
Yeah.
Whereas like something like oh my god, what's that fucking movie called? Hello, Julie Newmar, Tu Wong Fu. Something like Tu Wong Fu doesn't understand what drag queens are because it's just
not at all.
Like it's just straight actors like pretending that they're women.
Yeah, Hedwig
really
has like a much deeper understanding.
Hedwig is
of drag in all of its ups and downs.
Yeah,
it's like.
It's a costume.
It's a costume that a lot of people put on in their own way to escape trauma or to escape a tough situation because it's a way to feel free. And I think Hedwig gets it and views it as that and does a good job of showcasing it like that. Like in a way, drag is freedom for a lot of people.
As RuPaul once said, if we're all born naked and the rest is drag.
That's, you know what?
I hate it. I hate it somewhat. It's all RuPaul. I'm so angry at RuPaul at the moment. Just slight tangent. It's currently the 20th of July 2025. All Stars 10 has just finished, and Ginger Minj has been on her 4th time on the season. Finally, been given a crown, and I think I'm officially done with Drag Race Dem. I think I'm officially done. I don't think I'm ever gonna watch the show again. I'm so.
You're finally.
I hate drag. I hate Drag Race so much. It's just pointless. You just don't. it doesn't function.
I think
It's like
I got
that
out at
won't
some
update.
point when like somebody who is obviously very talented and very good just didn't get picked because her outfit was like unconventional in like one of the early seasons. It was something like that where I was just like, "Fuck this, man," because it was so clear that like it doesn't matter anymore. It's all just whatever is conventionally nice and conventionally attractive.
It's gotten so much harder. It's gotten so much harder. It's just every season is getting worse.
And then they always bring on
fucking
fucking guest judges that don't know anything about drag, and they're like, "Yeah, that one looks good."
They actually have never. Well, they've done like a few tributes to Hedwig, but it's definitely not been. It's not been there that much, actually.
It has so long. It's gone away from what it was. The original few seasons very much felt like, to me, a joy and celebration of drag in a lot of ways.
Love that I was trying to bring it back to Hedwig, and you're like, actually, let's keep talking about Drag Race.
No, we can get away. I just feel like there's more of like a fun playfulness in the first few seasons, and that kind of was stripped away because it became profitable, and so we gotta clean that up.
Born naked.
You can't have the girls like fighting each other while they dig through trash cans anymore to fucking get clothes.
If you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love someone else?
That's right.
Can I get an amen?
Amen, sister.
My favorite RuPaul clip is that one where she's like, she's about to say something for a TikTok, but they record too early. So she goes to say "slay the world," but then she like interrupts herself. She goes, "Slay the world." Slay the what? And then just awkwardly stands there for like a few seconds. It's incredible.
My favorite RuPaul thing is RuPaul giving driving instructions on how to parallel park.
Oh yeah.
So you wanna talk about parallel parking?
That's great.
That's some of my favorite.
We love RuPaul here.
We do love RuPaul. I fucking hate her and her fracking.
So Hedwig and the Angry Inch, it's a film that, as it goes on, is very clearly about a performer who is on their last stretch. Like they're going insane.
Yeah, she's crashing
they're
out.
Following
Hedwig is like Hedwig is quite literally crashing out.
Doing it so captivatingly.
She's doing it so beautifully, but she is crashing the fuck out.
The team is gone. Her like really preppy manager is like so stressed. I love her manager character so much.
Oh, she's so good. It's the only person who truly loves Hedwig so much.
Yeah, but she's also like, Hedwig, can you calm the fuck down? Can you stop doing stupid stuff every 5 minutes? And Hedwig's like, no, I shan't.
Yeah, can you stop getting in fights with people and shit and like trashing the seafood restaurants we're at?
Can you make a new song? Can you like put out a single, please? Can you like do your job? And Hedwig's just like, no, I can't. I have to follow the child I groomed.
Yeah, so that's more or less the next part of where that goes.
Let's talk about Tommy Nosa.
So Tommy Nosa.
Let's talk about Tommy Nosa.
Is the central character in Hedwig that it's about. It's the character. Hedwig is basically touring to follow Tommy Gnosis, who is basically a child prodigy that sort of a lover, an ex-lover that kind of took her song and used it and got like abhorrently famous off of it. Basically, that's the setup. That's what we're seeing through her. That's like what we're told, at least, basically. And they have like a weird relationship where Hedwig started by like babysitting him, and naturally she took it too far.
She was babysitting his sister, and he was like a teenager, and he was around the house, and then she started fucking him.
Yeah, and then she started fucking him.
So that's great.
And they started having like this weird, incredibly unhealthy relationship.
Yeah, really yikes. Like, just the worst, like, we're lovers, but we're also artists. And, like, while their relationship was the worst, just hard to watch, they did make one of the best songs of the movie, which is Wicked Little Town.
So,
that is a gorgeous song.
Yeah, Wicked Little Town is, I think,
that's probably my favorite song of the... I think it makes me cry every time.
Yeah, I think beautiful. Wicked Little Town, both versions, back to back, are excellent. I think they work so well.
Their voices are amazing on it. It's a song for their voices, basically.
Yes,
I couldn't
each of them are respectively for their voices, and I think that song is the best. It's the best hat trick the movie pulls off, which we'll get into in a little bit. But basically,
song is about their relationship.
It is, both of their versions are about their respective relationships. And their relationship in general, I think, is a core part of this film. As weird as it is, I think the thing with their relationship that always has fascinated me is, well, it's not great in terms of, like, the age stuff. I view it in, like, this weird it's this weird situation where, in a way, Hedwig saved Tommy. Gave him a purpose in a way.
Well,
kind of saved him from more or less floundering about and not really knowing what he was doing with life.
That's a very egotistical way of thinking about it.
But I think that is quite literally, like, I think in a way, and we'll get into this again with both versions of the songs, but both of them in a way are with Hedwig's version, it's very much reaching out to Tommy and being like, hey, you can depend on me. And with Tommy's version, it's very much the opposite of you can depend on me. I'm always here for you.
Well, yeah, but in different ways.
Yes.
I think I like Tommy's more because, like, while I think Origin of Love is a gorgeous song, I think the idea that all love is two people split in half is a really weird and problematic way of looking at love, because it's like, oh, you're not a person until you found your partner, and it's like, that's a really, like, bad approach to, like, people who are asexual, people who, like, don't find people who die before they find them. Like, there's so many like, it's a romantic notion, and I think it's very sweet, but it's very, like, also controlling, because then the idea of, like, well, when you're with your partner, that's when you're really who you are. And I like, Tommy, like, talks about that, and he's like, well, like, some people are born just as they are. They aren't split in two. Like, that's a fictional reality.
Yeah.
Like, you're just making this fictional.
Well,
because that's what Hedwig does. Hedwig makes fictional realities.
Yes, and again, this is something we'll get into with their versions later on.
Yeah.
Basically, there are two versions of the song Wicked Little Town. There's the original version that Hedwig taught Tommy, and then there is the version Tommy is actually singing throughout the film. And the version Tommy is singing throughout the film, which we hear over and over and over again in the background, or like when Hedwig's watching it, we get snippets of it, and like the progression is the exact same, and all that. Like, it sounds the exact same, but the lyrics are just slightly different enough that you, like, cannot tell the difference in them. So for the longest time, you are also operating on Hedwig's perspective of, like, oh, this is the exact same song that's being stolen. Instead of what it is later, which is something we hear when we get to hear the song in full later. But it is, like, one of those interesting build-ups that I find fascinating. But when they're in their relationship together, they craft the original song, basically. They craft the song Wicked Little Town together, and then shortly thereafter they break up because Tommy is basically unable to... he's unable to really love Hedwig in the way Hedwig wants to be loved. And I mean, that's also because their relationship is, like, horrifically unhealthy and everything. But
yeah, neither of them can love each other.
Neither of them can provide what the other needs, basically. And that it cultivates in what I think is one of the most poignant lines, which is Hedwig like yelling, like, "Why can't you love the front of me?"
Which is no. We are gonna at least give the line its credit. Which it's one of the most poignant but also funny line deliveries in the movie, because she doesn't say "love the front of me." She says "love the front of me, honey."
Yeah, she does say why don't you love the front? Can't you love the front of me, honey?
Love the front of me, honey. Yeah. It's like, it's so deranged in how she says it. But it's like, I 100%, like, so much of the movie is about the gender process she's gone through, and Tommy can't see her like that because that's not what their relationship is, because their relationship is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's not a good relationship at all. It's not.
She's putting so much onus on him in the situation, but also herself and what she wants, which she could never really have, and how she's just playing it. It's yikes. Everyone in the relationship and the process is a nightmare.
So it's also important
because the film
that it's
because the film is like a fun 70s homage, like, camp piece of fun. They can't just let it be, like, poignant. They have to make it funny as well, which I think is, like, kind of why the movie works so much.
It keeps a lightness to it, yeah.
It doesn't treat its characters as victims ever. It's like, no, this is a bad process these people went through, but like they're living their lives after it. Like they're gonna like talk about
a thing that's also like very important to note is, again, we are seeing all these like flashbacks and stuff through the perspective of Hedwig, who Hedwig is like an egomaniacal fucking like narcissist to the max.
Well, yeah, they're from Germany.
Like so we're getting this warped perspective and stuff on a lot of these background relationships, but basically that all cultivates in them breaking up. They have this fight where again Hedwig is kind of like devastated by the fact Tommy cannot possibly provide what Hedwig wants, because Hedwig doesn't even know what Hedwig wants, which is also a very like core thing in this. Like Hedwig literally doesn't know what Hedwig wants. So after that relationship, Tommy went off. He becomes famous using the song "Wicked Little Town." He creates like a whole album, and he becomes a very famous musician, which results in Hedwig basically following him around and doing all these shows with this band that's been put together. And the Hedwig and the Angry Inch, like the actual band itself, is fucking fantastic. It's a bunch of like basically people in on visas from, again, I think it's like Czechoslovakia. That Hedwig has like recruited into this shitty band. She's like dating one of the members of the band. That's like the main bassist, I think. Which is hang on, once again I have to find the fucking name. Hedwig, which is the main like bassist of the band. And their relationship is also horrific and unhealthy because of the fact Hedwig has Hedwig's fucking visa, and anytime they get into a fight, she like threatens to revoke their visas or whatever. So the film is basically doing, like these stage shows, and then you get to see them like hanging out. They're always hanging out afterwards, and like this they can only afford like a shitty single hotel room, so it's like 6 of them in a hotel room. It's awesome. It's so good.
It's very timely for right now. You know, someone holding a visa.
It's true. It's very, threatening to revoke it the moment you do something they don't like, or you criticize them, or you say like, "Hey, I want to do something else."
Or if you have like a silly GIF on your phone.
It's a GIF that's a little too silly.
Just a little too silly.
So, basically the rest of the movie is them doing these shows from thing to thing. You get a lot of, at this point, this is where we're telling this out of order basically, but all of this is kind of intercut as it gives you a natural.
The movie kind of tells it out of order.
Yeah, the movie tells it out of order because again, you're getting these stage shows, these pictures of like things that are happening. You know, Hedwig is like telling you a backstory, right? She's giving you the backstory of these people, and then she's like singing these songs. Like shortly after Hedwig is abandoned by the GI, there's some of my favorite songs, which are The Long Grift and Hedwig's Lament, which are I think the 2 highlight songs of this fucking film. And then basically we're getting like songs after, like songs are kind of like paired together with the scenes that they go on. But all of this is to say, so we're at this point, you know, Hedwig is basically just following around Tommy, and that's kind of the central core theme, right? You know, we found out now, like, you know, why she's following around Tommy. And while that's happening, there's also a very interesting, I guess, like subplot here, which is Hedwig, who is Hedwig's like boyfriend, is like actively wanting to stop making music to go perform in the musical Rent.
Yeah, so there's a really bizarre subplot where it keeps showing like posters for Rent.
He wants to do Rent.
Like Rent, the hit musical, the hit flop musical, which
I mean, I think
probably promise you is probably never going to be mentioned on this channel.
Not at all. But I feel like it's a very like blatant, over the top kind of like admittance of
the time.
Well, a showcase that Hedwig is gay, because Hedwig, while I've mentioned that it's unhealthy, their relationship is constantly shown as like they don't even really touch each other. Hedwig does not want to be with this person at all.
No, neither of them really want to be with each other, but it's a relationship out of situation.
Yeah, it's a
unfortunately, said situation is a passport.
Yeah, that's literally it. It's like it's more so based because Hedwig needs somebody. Hedwig feels like she needs somebody to be complete. Because that's
that's what Origin of Love is about.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it's that same feeling of like you need someone constantly. You can't be alone. God forbid you're left alone to your own devices. You need somebody else.
God forbid you're an independent human.
Yeah, exactly. You need someone else to be with. You need someone else to be able to blame when things go wrong. But yeah, there's this cultivation of like the Rent subplot where they have a fight at a laundromat because somebody throws Hedwig's bra into a laundry machine. And she like gets really pissed off at the band for throwing her bra into the fucking laundry machine, into the dryer.
Well, I understand it. They shrink.
Yeah, they shrink. But she basically yells at them, and then this causes everybody to be at kind of a low, and then this is where we get the Hedwig takes a Rent poster. It takes like the entire poster, it's like a Broadway hiring poster, right? Where you're supposed to take one of the tickets and call the number, and Hedwig takes the entire poster, and is like, yeah, I want to do Rent.
Pretty. Yeah, like, and I will say again, the role that they go in Rent is Angel, the Puerto Rican trans woman.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really good casting for Hedwig, who is a. What gender are they? The question never really answers that.
So female. Hedwig is a trans woman, and Hedwig is always this is kind of like I guess playing the hand a little bit here because we'll get the reveal towards the end of the movie. Hedwig in every stage play of Hedwig ever is always played by a woman, because even in this film it's played by Hedwig is played by a woman because they always by the end of it go like take out they stop doing drag. And they just fully, femme out. Femme out.
Fully go for
it. But yeah, Hedwig is always a drag king, which I think is a fascinating thing. Hedwig is always played as a drag king in every show. It's always a drag king that's playing Hedwig until the final scene when Hedwig kind of accepts their own identity.
Very cute.
But that's kind of why that's like Angel is also perfect casting, is that it leads into that naturally. But yeah, they have this fight after that where it's like, I'm not gonna fucking let you be in Rent,
Yeah, that was never obviously an option. That was never going to happen for Hedwig.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So instead, they just continue to play shows and be miserable.
My favorite part about that scene is they come in with a little bob that Angel has, and they're like, I'm going to be Angel. And it's like, what? What are you fucking talking about? Like, they have the little blunt bob. It's so funny. It's
so awesome.
I swear to God.
It's so cute because it's a drag king like with this shitty female wig trying to like do it in the reverse style. Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, like Nicki Minaj ass tiny little B.O.B.
There's so many fucking like layers to it. That's awesome. And then I think after this is where we get the next song, which is the basically after this they continue to perform, but they're miserable. But I think this is the one where it results in Exquisite Corpse, which is a kind of like a thrashing song. It's kind of like a thrash rock song, where they're like doing. Again, all of these concerts are like in fucking Bilgewater, like a seafood restaurant.
Yeah, nowhere like Mon Pop.
She starts starts basically a thrash in inside of the seafood restaurant where everyone starts fucking fighting each other and shit, and it's just awesome. It's like everybody starts throwing shit. Good. Everybody like Hedwig is like stage diving into like a random table.
I love that there's a detail that Hedwig does still have some like diehard stands.
Oh yeah, she like amasses a group of them. Yeah.
she amasses a group of them, and they wear like inflatable yellow head pieces to like mirror her like wigs. It's so funny, but it's such a good visual.
It starts
like
with just one. They have one
Hedwig's
fan.
hair.
There's like a stage show they did. I think it was like near Stonehenge or whatever.
Oh,
and
yeah,
there's like only one fan, and then over the film they kind of amass this like little group that like that is basically following the story. Like Hedwig again, they're almost following more to hear like just to hear Hedwig talk, because they're like pulled in by Hedwig's personality. It's so cute. But yeah, there's like points where they're like hanging out with Hedwig on like this big pile of tires and shit, while Hedwig's just like drinking and talking shit about Tommy.
As you should.
There's so many points where they're just kind of like hanging out while Hedwig's doing this. But yeah, she starts the thrash, and then like all these fans start like beating up the old people eating at the seafood restaurant. It's so good.
It's a great rock movie. Like
it's so
its
fucking
music
good.
is in no way
so
traditionally musical. It's all just like it's rock opera.
It's made for the stage.
Thrashing, it's screaming.
It's so clearly made for the stage, and it plays really well into the music itself. I think it really helps that again a lot of the soundtrack itself, which is Stephen Trask. Is Trask the one who's also playing Hedwig? No, it's not the one who's playing Hedwig, but he's still doing the vocals.
Trask does play someone though.
I think Trask might play Tommy.
Trask is. It's another one of the.
No, he who plays Schizo, which is another one of the.
It's another one of the band members.
Yeah, another one of the band members that all have like insane names.
Yeah, because they're all like Polish or like Scandinavian or some form of Europe.
Yeah, but yeah, they start like a stage show, and I think that's like the point of more or less the low, right? Like they start this stage show, and the band, I guess it doesn't like quite break up, but it more or less kind of does. Like it's a point in the movie where Hedwig is basically self-destructing. You know, like this is right after their fight. She's deciding to more or less do this like thrash metal show inside of these restaurants. She's kind of self-destructing, in like visibly in front of everybody, because that's, you know, the only course of action she feels she can take. So she more or less has a very visible self-destruction at this point. And I think at this point there's the yeah, I guess that's more or less where it is, and then I think they split off afterwards, and I think this is the lead-in to the stuff with Tommy, I think, at the end, right? Or am I missing anything?
Yeah, I mean, the movie's basically winding down at that point, because Tommy then shows up and approaches...
Well, so...
Approaches...
She has this crash out, and then I think she, like, leaves. She has this... She's crashing out, and she more or less takes her... I'm trying to remember if right, yeah, she just leaves out the like fucking side, and then she runs into Tommy in a limo or something. While she's on the street trying to I think I don't even remember if she's trying to turn tricks or if that she just gets picked up. But she's like she's hanging out with a bunch of sex workers on the street, and then Tommy's limo comes around and grabs her. And they have like a little chat where they kind of hang out for the first time in a while and really talk about what's happened. And honestly, things seem kind of nice for a second until Tommy's song comes on the radio and Hedwig sees that he's changed the lyrics, and then gets like, you know, incredibly mad about that, and like once again, more or less, Tommy's kind of like, I guess, trying to come back into her life to some degree. You know, he's like trying to. Again, I wouldn't say their relationship's healthy, but I do feel like Tommy is trying to extend a hand out here to her and be like, hey, I know you're going through some shit. But she kind of refuses that. She kind of refuses to engage with him at all. I think, you know, she still has that mentality of basically like, fuck him.
Yeah. Well, their relationship was never going to
No,
work,
yeah, again,
so
it's not a good relationship, but you can see there's an attempt on his end to kind of reach out here and be like...
No, exactly. Like Tommy becomes the bigger person in the end of the movie, because, like, the words that he changes in that actual song are so much more meaningful to what he actually saw of the situation.
Yes.
But she just sees it as an attack on her art, and it's like, no, it was both of yours. You both wrote it together. But Hedwig is so, like, destructive because of the life that she's lived. She basically can't see that it's, like, it means more to other people than what she sees it as. She's just completely gone by this point, basically.
The big thing with the song, I guess, so again, I've been talking about kind of the trick this movie plays with this song. So again, we hear it only from Hedwig's perspective, and we've only heard Hedwig's version up to this point. Hedwig's version talks a lot about how, like, you know, life passes you by, you know, even if you're like a great artist or whatever, you know, life can pass you by if you're just not lucky enough and all this stuff, right? A lot of it is based on like the idea of like deserving something, deserving star power, deserving like something to just come and like pluck you out of the place you're at and bring you happiness, essentially. Hedwig's version is basically, a lot of it is kind of more hopeful, a lot of it is more kind of longing for like somebody to fix this, right? Like that's more or less what it comes off as. And Tommy's version, which we hear, I think, pretty shortly after this, in like a moment where Hedwig is kind of stripped down to nothing, it is explicitly Tommy saying more or less like, there is nobody there waiting for you in the sky. There's nobody up in the sky that's making these choices for you. The only person that has made you stay where you are is you, because you've just refused to change or adapt or do anything. Like, that's Tommy's version is pretty explicitly to, like, directly to Hedwig, like him pleading with her almost to like, what you did for me was so much more than you could possibly ever understand, and I wish I could do something for you as well, but you basically need to pull yourself out of this first, which I find particularly beautiful. I think it's a really neat hat trick to have that song be heard the other way around, and you're like, oh, it's so much more impactful, and
it's funny because so much of the movie presents Tominosa as this like disaffected, like,
because we're seeing it from the perspective of Hedwig at that point.
We're seeing it from Hedwig's perspective, and we see this song like presented through like teenage girls screaming about it, and like the movie's so like hyper early 2000s core ass. Everything is so like incredibly fisheye lens camp that like Tominosa's like iconic makeup technique is that he has a stupid fucking glitter crucifix on his forehead.
He's like a Christian rock star.
Which, of course, because he's a Christian rock star, but of course Hedwig was the one who actually did that the first time. So the message is like, you know, oh god, not only did he take my makeup skills, he took my song. And it's like, Tominosa is meant to be this like annoying, like shitty, like Marilyn Manson like guy from like the 90s or whatever. And then like you actually hear what he did to the song, and you're like, oh
yeah,
okay, he's a real skilled musician. Like, oh no, like this is all just in Hedwig's head.
Yeah.
Because
you also see
Hedwig is just self-destructive.
that it wasn't necessarily him stealing. Like, he didn't steal that because it's something Hedwig did to him. That, again, this is why I was saying earlier that in a way they kind of saved each other, because in a way I feel like Hedwig did literally give him purpose in a way that nobody else was able to. Hedwig was like the way his song describes Hedwig, like as a person, is like somebody who came and more or less like saved him, lifted him out of a place where he was not doing particularly well, and was able to inspire him to do something more, in a way. And then you know, I feel like he's so deeply impacted by Hedwig. Again, keeping the little cross, keeping the song, keeping everything.
The message of the movie, though, I think works better in the sense of like, they could have been anyone. Hedwig could have been any person in Tommy's life, and Tommy could have been any person, like, and like vice versa. They could have never met, and they could have had different lives and come to some version of this song, maybe, if they wanted to be creative. But like, I like that the movie presents both of their perspectives as not important. Like, it's like, no, the song is what actually realistically matters.
Yeah.
And, like, their emotions behind
because,
it. But like, the actual like history and like logic of it, like the whole like they saved each other. I don't really see them as saving each other, because they would have found something. You know what I mean? They just they couldn't have ever saved each other.
Well, the reason I say that is because at the end, the moment Hedwig hears the song for real, like actually listens to it, it's the first time Hedwig is forced to listen to the song in full. Is when Hedwig is like fully without makeup, without clothes, anything, right? Hedwig is just kind of forced to listen to it and come to terms with the fact the song is directly with her, like pleading with her.
Yeah, and it's become like stripped back. It would be the part of like the musical where it's only like the one actor on stage. It's very like
it's
emotive,
and it's in that moment where Hedwig kind of that's where Hedwig drops the facade of the icon, basically, because shortly after this, Hedwig gives her wig to Yetzig, who up until this point was like wearing her wigs every once in a while. Because again, Yetzig is a trans woman. Like that's just what her character is supposed to be. And like it ends shortly after the song with Hedwig giving her wig to Yetzig and like entirely just leaving the band and dropping the facade of Hedwig and kind of accepting that Hedwig is kind of something in between. Hedwig doesn't actually know what they are. They're figuring that out. But like Tommy's song is the direct thing that kind of gets Hedwig to be like, to realize that, to stop what she's doing and stop like circling the drain, basically, because that's what Hedwig has been doing up until this point for years, right? Circling the drain is basically the entire fucking theme of this movie. And like that, I feel like right after that Tommy song is more or less when Hedwig kind of snaps into the reality of like, I can't keep doing this. Something needs to change. And it's also when Hedwig starts to like, again, kind of like, I guess like really start to showcase and think about self-expression in a way that's unique to them instead of the image people have of them.
Did you know that Julia Fox's autobiography is called Down the Drain?
That's good.
Do you know about Julia Fox?
I know of her. I've seen her and stuff.
The actress. Yeah. She's great. She's really good. I wish she was in more.
I also wish she was in more.
I think she's in that new I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh. Yeah,
I kind of want to see that. It's got Gabrielle in it for
I heard
some reason.
in that one they just like they like accidentally get in a car crash and then like try to save the person and then he still kills them all. Instead
I mean, that sounds pretty Brat Summer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, in the original, they just like hit a guy and killed him, and it was like clearly their fault, is what I'm saying. But apparently in the new one, it's kind of not their fault.
The real movie we should probably talk about someday is Bodies, Bodies,
That's
Bodies.
Right.
Your parents are upper middle class.
But you know what we should also finish talking about? It's fucking Hedwig, the movie we're talking about right now, Coffee.
I mean, we're done, realistically. Hedwig ends with, like, the message that you should love yourself for what you are. And it
ends with Midnight Radio, which is a very beautiful song that I love a lot.
Realize that you are the problem, and that's why people like you, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's a movie, again, this is why, like, while I understand Hedwig is a trans icon, it basically, the end of the film is Hedwig directly letting go of her trans identity to become Hedwig. Stripped of any clothes, any drag, anything, and kind of an acknowledgement of like they do not really know what their identity and gender is or anything like that, and kind of embracing that, which I think is very nice. It's a very good little ending. There's like Hedwig silently walking off alone as it ends, naked out into a street.
Oh yeah, I love that last shot. I love when a movie ends with just a long shot.
Yeah, it's just a very long shot of Hedwig walking alone, naked out onto a street after stripping her outfits off and giving her wigs away to Yetzig, who at this point Yetzig does the reveal of being like a woman, wearing a nice dress and everything, and stops doing the drag king look that he's been doing the entire time. And it's this this brilliant scene of like, it kind of flips it, right? Because Hedwig gives Yetzig the wig that allows Yetzig to be themselves, while Tommy gave Hedwig basically the okay to be themselves in their own way. Like an acknowledgement that it's fine to drop all that and be yourself and do whatever you need. You know, nobody else is gonna pick you up out of this wicked little town and save you. You have to.
Yeah, I mean
want to do it.
That's what I mean by like the problems you've created are where you are. Like that's why you are where you are, and if you want to be somewhere better, you kind of have to do it yourself.
Yeah, if you listen to the two songs back to back, you can really pick up like both of the versions of Wicked Little Town. You can pick up the differences.
I also think Origin of Love is also like it needs to be listened to because like it's also about Origin of Love. A lot of people see as like the best song of this movie. I like it a lot, but I just think its core message is a bit odd.
I think its core message is a bit odd because it's the perspective she starts the film with, and the end of the film is like it's kind of the opposite. The exact end. The message you get from Tommy is basically the message you get from Wicked Little Town. Tommy's version is being yourself is enough. It's enough to be yourself. You don't need somebody else.
Sorry, Dan, did you just say Wicked?
That's right. Like the hit musical.
Wicked Part 2.
But Wicked's so good. It's so good for queer audiences. It's so impactful.
I think if you showed a Wicked fan Hedwig, they would hate every moment.
Yeah, they'd be like, "How? This is so problematic. How could she do this? How could she do that to that poor innocent boy?"
When Hedwig starts talking about their crusty cock, they'll be like, "That is bad trans representation."
Yeah, they'll hate the 30-minute or 30-second long cut scene of Hedwig jacking off Tommy in a tub. They'll be like,
it's a wild scene.
Garbage.
It is very American Beauty is a beautiful film, but it's kind of hard to watch now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's just, there are some movies that are incredible and they exist
I don't know why
in a nice
Hedwig
limbo
has
space.
never been that annoying to me. I've never been that apprehensive of recommending it to somebody for that stuff because of the fact in movie it's so clearly this is not a good person, but also good people that are bad people deserve redemption. They also deserve to love themselves.
You realize the reason I exist through this podcast about movie criticism is because the people I work with don't want to talk about movies to this level.
Yeah.
The people I talk to on a daily basis
you're
are
right.
not looking at films to this level. So I can't turn around to them and go, you should really watch a movie about a 38-year-old German-American prostitute who has a rock band who grooms a child. And it's actually about the process of falling in love with yourself.
Yeah, it is a hard sell, I'll say. But
yeah, that's really good on a Monday morning, walking into my work.
However, I
guys.
personally really
Hi, guys.
appreciate the depiction of someone who is not necessarily a good person being able to still love themselves, because I think it's important that everybody be able to love themselves in some way or another, even if the road to get there is complicated.
As RuPaul once said,
Bring back my girls?
if you want to go ahead, say the line. Say it. You know it.
If you can't love yourself, how in the hell is somebody gonna love you?
Amen, sister. Every day we come closer to the end of the earth.
Yeah, of our lives. Oh, yeah, that's Hedwig. Hedwig is a fantastic musical with so many good songs. I genuinely if you haven't seen it in a bit, rewatch it. Hopefully, if you haven't seen it, hopefully you watched it earlier. Otherwise, like always, I'm sure our reviews are gonna be fucking weird and disjointed. But hey, that's okay.
Don't watch the Riverdale episode. It's not worth it.
I might.
Just don't watch it.
I kind of want to.
Very
now,
bad.
But I feel
it's a lot of chin. A lot of chin in that movie. A lot of chin in that episode.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. They're not going to serve as much as Hedwig does in the film because Hedwig serves so much.
No.
Hedwig is
Hedwig is iconic.
Yeah, Hedwig is iconic in terms of her serves. They're awesome. They're so good. But yeah.
Every morning I too wake up and I put on my makeup. I put on the 8-track.
I was watching this with people in a chat once, and that line happened, and somebody was like, "What's an 8-track?" I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh. Okay. Come on, old yeller. Time
I
to
gotta
get you out the back.
Time to put me down.
Gotta put you out.
Dog I am.
Open the shutter. Put in the bullets. We'll say, don't worry. Next week, Dem will be replaced with like Hazel, and we'll say Dem went to the farm.
Yeah, Hazel's gonna start replacing me in all of our Happy Campers gameplay videos and stuff.
It'll be called Happy Campers Moves to the City.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Happy Campers in
like
the
Animal
city.
Crossing. Happy Camper City folk.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Oh
It'll be the epic sequel where I get replaced as a host and then nobody ever acknowledges it, and eventually I'm forgotten.
Yeah.
But
the budget's gonna be so much higher.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I'll walk onto set and I'll be treated like a celebrity.
Yeah, if Hazel was here, this thing would take off no problem. But unfortunately, we're two fucking nobodies schlubbing about.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, I'm a nobody schlubbing about.
No, I wouldn't say her being here would do anything.
Oh, okay.
I think that dynamic wouldn't work.
That's true. Yeah, it only works because the two of us have known each other for so long.
For 10 fucking years.
Christ. Well, happy 10-year anniversary, bud.
We love you, Hedwig. We think.
What's your favorite Hedwig song? Would you say?
I think it's Wicked Little Town.
I think that's fair.
Wicked Little Town.
The Tommy version.
Wicked Little Town or Wig in a Box. One of the two.
I really like the Long Grift and then I think it's Hedwig's Lament. Oh wait, no, it's Hedwig's Lament and then Exquisite Corpse. Actually, is the combo of ones that lead into the other, and they're fantastic. It's kind of a longer one, but that's the all stitched up song. I just like that. I've always liked that one a lot. So I do often sing Wig in a Box to myself while I'm driving. Sometimes I'll pop that bad boy on, get in there, sing that while I'm driving down the road.
Vroom vroom.
Yeah, it's a perilous song because you know, at any second while you're singing that song, you kind of want to drive yourself into another car for a little bit, especially during the start.
Well, I'd imagine in America you probably don't want to have that song blaring because it's about anything to do with queerness.
Yeah, they'll gun me down. The cops will gun me down and shoot me for it.
They'll shoot you, in like just like in Beyond Good and Evil.
That's right. That's right.
Do you wanna do our shout outs? Do you wanna end the
I
episode?
feel like we're in a good spot.
Speaking of Beyond Good and Evil, folks, if you aren't watching our hit playthrough, what are you doing?
I think it's really good. I know a lot of people hear the term "let's play" thrown around and they're turned off by it, but I think
they're edited.
They are
there's
edited.
Bits, there's goofs.
I also just think we're two entertaining folks, and I think I've like genuinely quite enjoyed all of our Happy Campers videos on the same channel, on the YouTube channel for Happy Campers, which I think the ad is like Those Happy Campers right now. I switched over a lot of the branding to Those Happy Campers. Just because it's easier to find.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
It's easier to find. Happy Campers doesn't show up in any search. Because there's a ton of other things called like Those Happy, or there's a ton of other things called Happy Campers I found out.
Guess I'll change the logo.
Yeah, we might have to start branding that fully. But anyway, yeah, the Let's Plays have been really fun. You can go over to the YouTube channel to watch them. I promise you, they're pretty entertaining actually. We're shooting for, like, again, I've always explained it as like the kind of like 2012 or so style of Let's Plays from shit like Super Best Friends and stuff. With a tad bit more editing.
Except like if we were going to hate each other, we would have done it by now.
Yeah, I think me and Coffee have a love-hate relationship that's so strong. It's so strong and so beautiful.
Watch like I meet you. Watch I actually meet him in person, and like we just instantly hate each other.
Yeah, once we meet in person, we have to kill each other in combat. We have to see who survives. We have to like.
Oh, you're gonna win. You're big. That's not fair.
It's like, aren't you also like 6 feet?
No.
Oh,
what?
I thought you were like weirdly tall for some reason.
I'm like 5'7".
Oh, never mind, you're shorter than me. Yeah, I'll fucking kick your ass. I'll.
I'm Irish. We're not big over here. We don't get enough sunlight.
Well,
fuck you.
See, you don't get sunlight, but the thing is, like, I do feel like there's a certain power that exists in the soul of all Irish people. to resist the government.
Alcoholics?
No. Well, that too.
Oh.
You
well,
have
yeah, that's
heavy alcohol resistance. You go out to the nearest pub and you get into a bar fight. If I've learned anything from movies where Liam Neeson's in, you go to the nearest pub, you get into a bar fight, and that's just what you do. What was that one movie where he gets in a fight the entire fucking film in Ireland? It's like there was a.
Is he in an Irish?
There was some.
Is he in an Irish movie?
There was some movie where it was like Liam Neeson or somebody he's just going into like pubs and getting into fights. Maybe I'm just thinking of Liam Neeson going and getting into a fight in real life and then talking about going onto streets and attacking minorities.
I think you're getting conflated between the John Wayne movie, The Quiet Man, in which there's a 10-minute fight scene in which they stop midway through to have a pint.
There was one you were telling me about at some point that was like a big Irish national film where it's like...
Yes, The Quiet Man.
Is that
I'm talking about it right now. Yes. You have the worst memory. It's like a goldfish.
It is like a goldfish. I'm like a bear or whatever, you know? I don't fucking know. Like if it isn't a fish or food, I forget.
Every popular on Twitter be like, I'm a bear, lol.
That's right.
Anyway, let's sign off before I get cancelled. My name is Coffeecakes. You can find me on the hit YouTube channel Coffeecakes. I am coming back. I finished a script today. I'm going to film it on Friday, hopefully, or I won't, because it's also Pride this weekend, so I might not, because I'm going to the Netherlands next week. I'm very busy. I'm a busy boy this summer.
Yeah.
But I have a video finished. It's done in terms of its script. I just need to film it. It's big and there's costume changes in it, and it's kind of bad, but I like it, so I'm gonna just put it out. What about you, Dem? What have you got cooking?
Yeah, so I right now am working on quite a few things. So the best way to find me is either going to be Gabriel B. James, my YouTube channel, and or Demenza's Gate, which is kind of my main project that I'm working on right now. Season 1 of Demenza's Gate ended since the last time we filmed one of these, which is part of why it's taken so long to get down and record another, is I was working on that, and then now I've started production of Season 2. That's probably going to be coming out.
Also, I kept going to concerts.
What's up?
I kept going to concerts.
Yeah, that's also true.
So,
it's been me and Coffee have kind of a fucked schedule. That's like hell in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah, no, aside from that, like Demenza's Gate it's happening. Season 2's happening. It's probably going to launch. The first episode of Season 2 is probably going to launch sometime next year. I'm planning to like basically make a bunch of episodes in advance and chamber them and stuff like that, and then have that. But similar to Coffee's costume changes, I'm going to be going through a lot of costume changes and set design changes in Season 2 of Demenza's Gate. So go over there, subscribe to that channel if you're not. I promise it's pretty good. I do some cool stuff. And then honestly, yeah, I've been streaming a lot on Gabriel B. James on Twitch, and then on my VODs are up on YouTube. Yeah, I've just kind of been doing it because it's like a fun. I find it relaxing to just stream by myself. As much as I like streaming with May and stuff, those tend to be a lot more high energy. So being able to do my own has been nice to just be able to kind of ramble on for like 2 hours while I play Quake or whatever the hell.
Yeah, I noticed you called your uploads dad streams, and then I was like, "You're 26, dude."
Yeah, but I have the energy of a father.
You don't. You have the father. You have the fucking energy of a neighbor.
Of a neighbor. I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, like the neighbor, like is just he's there,
what
and you're
the
like,
fuck?
"Oh, God, sorry, sorry." Oh, God, and you're just like, "Oh, it's fine."
I named specifically the Quake VODs that because Quake's also like a dad game. Like Quake's a game you have your dad play. But yeah, no, I've been doing a lot of like streaming there.
Dem's becoming an
if you like that. Just so I can do something in between now and making Demenza's Gate, and then otherwise, yeah, like I said, I don't know, watch Happy Camper shit, and give both of us money. I would love some money.
Yeah, patreon.com/coffeecakes.
And then also there's also a Demenza's Gate.
Coffeecakes, TikToks, Coffeecakes, Insta.
I don't have an Insta. Well, I do have an Instagram. I've actually been posting a little bit more on Instagram too, actually, under Gabriel B. James. I've been posting more. If you want to see occasionally sweaty gym pics from me, go over to Instagram. Follow me there, I guess.
Them stealing my
and also
brand
like maybe the
being
occasional behind the
male.
scenes little stuff. That's true. I am.
He's stealing my brand of being a male whore. This isn't fair.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna start doing thirst traps now. Next one, it's gonna be me shirtless.
Me and Dem is just the substance. You're my fucking Margaret Quigley.
I'm gonna start replacing you.
God, if you're my Margaret Quigley,
it's so
sad, dude. Jesus.
See, but I don't have the mullet anymore, so we're no longer the Mullet Brothers.
That's true. We're not connected,
we're not
by
connected
mullets anymore. Mine is as long as it's ever been.
Mine was very long, but I wanted to cut it so bad, but I had to keep it for filming, and now I've finished filming the stuff where I needed it, so I'm free. That's nice.
Speaking of being free, let's let our viewers go.
Yeah, this one isn't. It's only an hour and 40, so that's not like too bad.
What have we learned from Hedwig?
Love yourself.
Treat yourself better.
Treat yourself better.
Your faults are why people like you, unfortunately, and that sucks. But you just have to learn it. Everyone is bad.
Everyone has a little bit of a rocky start to their life, and that's fine. And we shouldn't gun down and punish people for having troublesome periods in their youth where they figure themselves out. In fact, maybe we should be a little bit more lenient while people figure themselves out in general, maybe, as a society.
Most importantly, if you feel bad, all you need to do is put on some makeup. Yeah, put on the 8-track.
I'm taking the wig down off the shelf. I think the most important takeaway is also, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else?
Are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen, sister?
Amen!
And let the music play. Let the music play.
Stroll down the runway, another payday, cover of magazines. And when they see me, they want to be me. I am the fantasy. Cover girl, put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk. Cover girl, put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk. 2 Grauman's Chinese, red carpet TV, valet my limousine. Box office sweetie, an Oscar nominee. Now watch me snatch trophies. Cover girl, put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk. Cover girl, put the bass in your walk. Head to toe, let your whole body talk. Walk, now walk. 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 Stroll down the runway, another payday, cover of magazine. And when they see me, they wanna be me. I am the fantasy.